Hey guys, Omar Khan here with another video. Today's topic of discussion is 5 millionaire habits to adopt now. It's the way we think and the things that we do which will ultimately get us to our goals, okay? Before we dive into today's topic, if I could ask you guys a big favor, I ask this every time, but I really need your help here. We want to get to 1,000 subscribers as soon as possible, so if you guys could help us out, that'd be greatly appreciated. It will help promote the YouTube channel to more people and get this information out, get this knowledge out, because I can tell you how I felt growing up. I didn't have all the resources I needed. This would have really helped me out. So hit that like button. Consider subscribing to the channel if you find the information to be valuable. And hit that notification button in the future if you want to be notified for videos coming out. All right, so let's get into today's topic. 5 millionaire habits to adopt now. Now, if you want to live a certain lifestyle, if you want to live a certain way, you have to think a certain way, okay? For example, if you want the conventional route, okay, where you get a job and you retire at 69 or 71 years old or whatever it may be, you will get a conventional result. We don't want a conventional result. I don't want to retire at 69 or 71 when I'm old or older and not have the health and all that stuff. And you might have a bunch of money then, but what's the point? So if you want to live a certain lifestyle, you want to own a home, you want to travel, you want to be able to do something you have a passion for, you're going to have to adopt these money habits. These habits really helped me figure it out, okay? I got to paying off my student loans, paid those off. I bought a house, and then I bought 30 more properties over the years, right? And I was able to do that all because of these habits, and the last one in particular, pay attention to, okay? So let's delve into this. What is the first habit we want to talk about here? The first habit you want to think about is don't limit yourself, right? You don't want to think about, oh, I can't afford this. That mentality that you have, that we have sometimes, is I can't do this. I can't afford this. I never want someone to think this way. I don't think this way myself. And this is not a way that you want to think. You want to think, okay, well, I look at a car or I look at a house or I look at a vacation. I think I can't afford this. If you think that, psychologically, you're done right off the bat. You're not going to be able to get there. You shouldn't think about how am I going to afford it. Not think about if I can afford it. You have to start thinking about how am I going to afford this. If I see a home and it's worth X amount of dollars, I think to myself, oh, I can never afford that. I'm done. I'll never have that property. But if I think to myself, how am I going to have this? If I have a vision board, a plan, a goal, never limit yourself mentally. Whatever the mind can conceive, the body can achieve. If you limit yourself mentally, you will not be able to get there, okay? So consider having a vision board, consider writing down your goals, and don't think about saying to yourself, I can't. Think about how will I do it, okay? That is a fundamentally important shift mentally that you have to do. You know, and that doesn't mean spending recklessly with money. I'm going to buy this because, I have enough money to do this. So you have to be responsible. You don't want to be, but don't limit your mentality. Don't think you can't do something. Because the minute you think that, it's all over and done with, okay? All right, let's talk about habit number 2. Don't get analysis paralysis. Don't impair your ability to take action. What this means is, it's great that you have knowledge, but if you don't have the ability to take risk, you're never going to be able to get in the position that you want to get to, in my opinion. So, for example, I'll give you an example of what I mean by this. I was in a real estate investment group many numbers of years ago, and there was a lot of people in this group. There was hundreds of people. So every time I would go, I wanted to learn how to buy real estate the right way. And I'm from this company. I learned how to buy real estate the right way. It was fantastic. It was a great investment on my part. They had a great amount of knowledge. It's called REIN Canada, REIN, for anyone who's interested. So I learned how to buy real estate there. However, when you go to those meetings, and these were in-person meetings, and you'd go and you'd sit with a new group of people every single time. And I would see people who have been there for years paying $200 a month to learn something, which is very valuable. But he asked someone, oh, how many properties do you have? None. How many properties do you have? None. And these are people who had been there for years and years and years. And that was not the exception, not the rule, but it was quite frequent. So I'm thinking to myself, well, wait a second. You're paying $200 a month to know all this stuff, to learn all this stuff, to surround yourself with other people who are buying real estate and you haven't done so yourself? Well, the reason is because they got scared. It's analysis paralysis, overthinking something. I'm going to wait till the market goes down. You're never going to be able to time the bottom, right? The idea is to be able to take action. You want to be able to formulate, okay, I am going to take a calculated risk on this particular investment. And then you have to have the ability to act upon it. But if you say to yourself, I'm going to wait for it to get cheaper, I'm going to wait for this to happen and wait for that to happen, it's time in the market, not timing the market. So you have to have the ability to act and not have analysis paralysis. That is habit number 2. Habit number 3 is surround yourself with like-minded people. Okay? Now here is a quote from Oprah Winfrey, and you'll see this quote from a lot of different people. Surround yourself with only people who are going to lift you higher. Okay? Now what this means is you want to surround yourself with people who have similar mindsets, to think the way you do. Now statistically, you are going to be most like the 5 people that you spend the most time with socially. This doesn't include your family per se, but people you choose to spend time with. If you choose to spend time with people whose main activities are going to the bar and drinking every second day, well then that's what you will gravitate towards. If you surround yourself with people who are looking to grow big companies, enjoy a certain lifestyle, they're working out every day, they think a certain way, that is the type of person that you want to surround yourself with. You don't ever want to be the dumbest person in the room, but you also don't want to be the smartest person in the room. So surround yourself with people who are going to lift you up, people who have like-minded goals in life, people who are disciplined, because the likelihood is that you are going to be like them or anyone else that you happen to spend a lot of time with. So that is a super important habit, guys. I can't stress this enough. I can't tell you how many times, I don't hang around with everyone that I used to know from high school and university because we've adopted different lifestyles. Everyone has a different thing they're doing. I don't want to spend my time doing what a lot of these people do because I find it unproductive and unfulfilling. I want to spend my time getting into bigger things, growing my company, buying more property, trading more, traveling the world, and I have to surround myself with people like this, right? And at Theta here, we've created a community of like-minded individuals. So you want to get into that sort of community, a community like Theta, a real estate community, just community with other people that you can associate with so that you are like them and they are like you, okay? And what I mean by this is like-minded people is you don't want to surround yourself with people who have a negative mind frame, right? And you know what I'm talking about, the people whose glass is always half empty. You tell them about an idea, and they'll think about everything that could go wrong, not anything that can go right. Right? Oh, if we do this, this could go wrong. That could go wrong. This could go wrong. Well, if you have that mentality, generally speaking, you won't get anywhere. If you bring up a good idea and someone just bashes that idea, that's the first thing to do. Bash the idea. Oh, this is not going to work. That's not going to work. That's not the people that you want to surround yourself with, okay? Habit number 4, understand that your most valuable commodity is time, and you have to have the ability to say no, right? You have a limited amount of time in your day. Someone's going to tell you, hey, I want to talk to you about this. I want to talk to you about that deal or this investment or that investment. If you know that you're not going to be making that investment and you're not going to get a lot from it, or somebody who just wants to go for lunch with you for any random reason, this is all spent time that you could be using more effectively elsewhere. So you really want to get into the habit of saying no to people. Say yes to things that you want to do and say no. And you can do this in a very polite manner. All you say is, hey, look, I love the idea, can't do it. I'm constrained for time. I'd love to revisit it maybe somewhere down the road. I'll be in touch with you. Right? And the idea is you're not putting someone off, but you have to be vigilant of your time. It is our most valuable commodity. It is the only commodity that we have that is not renewable. Once time is lost, it's lost forever. So you want to spend it as effectively as possible. Right? So learn to say no. If there's a meeting that you don't think you're going to get a lot of value from, if there's some event that you're not going to get a lot of, you don't have to go just for the sake of going for it. You want to be able to say no. And that will save you a lot of time, which will lead us to our next, in my opinion, the most important habit of all. Okay? And that is learn. Keep learning. As Warren Buffett said, the more you learn, the more you earn. I'll give you my personal background. Again, I didn't know anything about real estate. I started buying real estate in 2009 after educating myself on how to buy real estate the right way, like that group I told you about. And I educated myself, and I learned how to buy real estate, and I was able to build up a sizable portfolio, which ultimately gave me my financial freedom. Now, also, I continually educate myself on Theta, on what we do here at Theta. Now, at Theta here, what we do is we sell puts and calls to collect money. What that means is, now watch one of our previous videos, but essentially, I agree to buy stocks for cheaper than they're worth, and I get paid a lot of money for it. That's how I bought all my real estate. Now, if I hadn't taken the time to learn how to sell puts and calls, how to sell options, how to make money selling options, I wouldn't have been able to be in a position to learn how to buy real estate the right way. This all came from knowledge. If you look at a person like Warren Buffett, he is 93 years old, and he still reads every day. Why? Because again, it boils down to the same thing. The more you learn, the more you earn. Continually look at improving and increasing your level of knowledge. Ultimately, your level of knowledge and your ability to apply that knowledge is what ultimately will give you your freedom. Okay? So here at Theta, we have a very specific strategy. We sell puts and calls on positions we want to own. We use that money to buy real estate, and we rinse and repeat over and over again. Okay? Now that is a learned habit. That's something you have to learn. What do I want to learn? Continually focus on getting your skills up. Continually focus on educating yourself and getting your level of knowledge up. Now, if you're interested about more about what we do here at Theta Trading, consider booking a call with us. So the link below. Watch one of our previous videos on selling naked puts and covered calls. It is literally a game changer. It changed my life financially, and I know it has the ability to do that for anyone who takes it seriously. Now, the last thing I wanted to talk about here is when you're looking at building your portfolio, the thing that you have to take into account here, and this could be habit number 6. You're either going to live with discipline or you're going to live with regret. We all are. So getting into the habit of getting up early, eating well, sleeping well, drinking water, having vitamins, going to the gym, this will all improve your mentality. It'll improve your physical well-being. And I know life gets in the way for all of us. I'm not where I want to be yet, but I continually try it. So either we live with discipline or we live with regret. We want to live with discipline. These are all the habits that are going to be able to get you to where you want to get. Okay? Which is you and your family moving on to a better life. It's done through all these habits. Now, it's not done overnight, but it's definitely achievable. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you have any questions, please let us know. And like I said, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and let us know if any future videos you'd like to see. I will be happy to produce them, and we look forward to growing the community. And please reach out to us if you have any questions whatsoever. Until next time, take care. Talk soon. Omar Khan here from Theta Trading.